her fingers there, and certainly he's wanting to reconcile today.
Tigers control the tap, and here we go. Day Harris has it on the outside. Clemson in the home white. They flip it inside to Amari Robinson, and that's an easy way to get things started. Robinson with her first two.
To get it down low to her there all day, she's going to have some fun.
Jump shot by Robinson from the outside is off the mark, and Whitehorn pulls down the rebound, and Tigers are on the move in transition. Harris kicks it back out to Whitehorn. She drives to the bucket. Short off the rim, no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Alyssa Phillip. Nice move in transition, a beautiful feed inside. That's the layup to Bryan, but it was a great pass.
You got to give Bryan some kudos there for running the floor so very well.
There's that Tiger starting five. Reversed by Robinson, she's 2 for 2. She is just one of the elite players in the entire ACC, no question.
Well, she was first team all ACC in the preseason poll, and she's certainly living up to that billing.
Short jumper is missed by Tolivert, and here comes Clemson again.
Clemson wants to run, that's for sure.
Beautiful feed inside to Elmore, but she can't get the finish off the nice pass by Harris.
Yeah, she slipped the screen there and was wide open.
Outside three, it's knocked down from the perimeter. That's Maya Williams, 32% three-point shooter, and she gives Georgia State the lead at 5-4. Elmore kicks it to Whitehorn. Whitehorn from the corner for three, it's long. Battle for the rebound, it's pulled out of there by Georgia State. Here's Tolivert. Good feed inside to Bryan, but she misses. Clemson's really kept them off the offensive glass early on. Harris goes coast to coast. Rebound pulled in by Robinson, who gets the bucket. She draws the foul. Shimshi's off to another great start.
She is really good at knowing where that ball is coming out. Great offensive rebounder.
It's Amari on the follow. Got fouled from behind. So Robinson will go to the line. 80% free throw shooter on the season.
Anybody can get a rebound when that ball comes to them, Fred, but that ball was on the other side of the rim and she went to get it.
Nailed it down, missed the free throw. We got a whistle. Substitution for the Tigers. Mackenzie Kramer is going to come in, it looks like.
Amari's a 80% free throw shooter, so she don't miss often. You give her another chance, it's not good.
She did, makes it connect. She got all 7 Tiger points. So now Kramer does come into the game, and she'll come in for Whitehorn. Good look at Mackenzie, the transfer from Lehigh. Tigers with some pressure here. Bryan will take it all the way to the bucket. Works on Elmore and gets 2. So Christina Bryan, the freshman out of Jamaica, she only averages 2 points a game.
That's a big 6'1" that put that ball on the floor from the half line almost.
Robinson gets her defender of the air. Now she kicks it to Elmore for the three-point try. That's short, and it's pulled out of there by Tolivert. Driving all the way to the hole. There's a miss, and Kramer gets it. Clemson really pushing it. Beautiful feed by Harris. Elmore gets it to Robinson. Robinson in the paint, gets her shot blocked, but they get the rebound. It bounces right to Elmore, and she gets the tough 2.
Elmore's doing a great job this year rebounding, averaging over 7 rebounds a game, and she was in the right place there with a good cut to the basket. Clemson switching on anything out on the perimeter.
Another nice feed inside to Bryan. She misses the first try, but her second one will draw the foul, and it's going to go against Mackenzie Kramer.
Actually, it was against Robinson, I believe, Fred.
Okay. Christina Bryan really active so far. So that's going to put Bryan on the line. There she is. 50% free throw shooter. Makes the first. She'll get one more. Danielle Rauch has come into the game for the Tigers during that stoppage of play. Bryan's second one. She got them both. Not bad for the, maybe limping a little bit off the floor.
She's doubling her season average already in this game. She's averaging 2.3 a game.
So it's a 9-9 count, and here's Georgia State with a little pressure. Tigers are able to handle it. Kramer gets double teamed, and there's a takeaway. Maya Williams goes all the way, gets the layup. Georgia State had 7 steals against Winthrop. They got more than half their points off turnovers. Whitehorn in transition and gets her first 2.
Georgia State's third in the Sun Belt Conference in forced turnovers. So.
And Robinson hits for 3. So now Georgia State goes up 14-11. Rauch to Kramer. Kramer pulls back her three-point try, nails it.
She is really good at that step back 3.
42% three-point shooter on the season. She was 3 for 3 against Duke the other night with those 10 points in that victory. Good, nice job on the offensive glass by Georgia State, but Patience Williams can't get the connection, and back comes Clemson again. Kramer from the other corner. Can't get it, but the rebound is pulled down by Robinson, who gets the follow. I think she caught maybe a thumb in the eye, or she got hit in the eye. She's favoring that left eye coming back down the floor.
Once again, that offensive rebound there, that's one of her strong suits for sure.
Clemson has hit their last 3 shots. $14 all here, opening quarter. Henderson step back three-point try, gets it to go. Wow. Henderson with another bomb. She's 2 for 2. Rauch brings it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Kramer. Three-point try by Rauch is off the mark, and it's pulled down by Tolivert. She'll take the three-point try and gets it. That's 3 threes now in these opening 6 minutes for Georgia State. They've got a 4-point advantage.
And on at least 2 of those three-pointers, we had a hand in her face, too. Big-time shots.
Panthers are 3 for 3 on three-point tries. There's going to be a foul that's going to go against Georgia State. It's going to be whistled against Crystal Henderson. 3:45 to go in our opening quarter. We've seen a couple of big-time long-range shots, and right now, Georgia State is up by 4.
Wow.
Georgia State is off to a hot start from 3. Crystal Henderson's got a couple of so far, as the Panthers have hit 4 for 4.
Yeah, Clemson's made 4 of their last 4 field goals, but they can't gain on Georgia State because they're 4 of their last 5, and 2 of those have been from beyond the three-point arc.
8 of the last 9 shots in this game have gone in for both teams. State is on a 6-0 run to go up by 6. And they're applying some pressure defense coming out of the timeout. Day Harris uses a screen, works her way into the paint, kicks it outside to Rauch. Whitehorn with 4 on the shot clock, gets in traffic. Shot will be missed. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Gene Hill up and happy with his team right now.
Yeah, you know, against Georgia Tech, he wasn't satisfied with the way they were closing out on the shots. He wasn't pleased with the defense at all. But they have flat out got out there on the closeouts today.
So here's Henderson with the ball, and again, she's off to a great start. Addie covered outside by Rauch. Tollivert is open. Missed that one, it was short. Chase for the ball, and the Tigers come away with it. And Clemson again will try to press it up the floor. Whitehorn goes all the way across to Harris. Harris for three. It's long. Whitehorn one-handed rebound and gets the follow.
That's that backside offensive rebound again. Good teams is going to have at least one good rebounder opposite the ball when it's shot.
Ruby Whitehorn now has 4. Three-point try by Henderson is off the back of the rim, and Harris pulls it up. Doesn't have numbers at the moment. Kicks it over to Rauch, who gets it inside. This is Freeman, the freshman, who misses. Amani Freeman, the freshman out of Avon, Indiana, couldn't connect that time. Another three-point try by State is missed, but there's the offensive rebound. A couple of them, and a beautiful reverse by Tollivert.
Tollivert never gives up. She's always chasing that basketball, and she can flat out score, no doubt about it.
And that's her first 2, and they've already got a lead without her getting on the board. Now she's got a couple. Battle for the loose ball. It's picked back up by Harris. She'll drive to the bucket. Draws a foul, though, as she went up in the air, was looking to make a feed. Looks like it will go against Patience Williams.
That's a great first name for a basketball player, Patience.
You think she's ever told Patience? Patience.
That's right. I think some coaches probably, me included, should have been a little more patient.
A lot of substitutions for the Tigers. Principally, Robinson comes back in along with Elmore. Whitehorn goes out. Freeman goes out, and Eno Inyang also exiting as Harris misses the first of 2 from the line. Day Harris, 72% free throw shooter on the season. Played at Pitt for 4 years before transferring to Clemson. Tigers now back within 3 at 22-19. 90 seconds left in our opening quarter. Clemson 5-0 on the season here at Littlejohn Coliseum. They've averaged more than 85 points a game and have been winning their games by an average margin of nearly 28, but they're in a tough one right now. Robinson makes the steal.
Great job by Amari. Good hands in that 2-on-1 situation.
That's Valentine with it. Kicks it off to Clues. Clues drives into traffic. Kicks it back out to Harris. Harris with another drive. Just rolled off the back of the rim, no good.
It's a couple of layups the Tigers have missed.
Big confrontation right there. Merrill gets called for the foul on the screen as Harris took a shot, but she picks herself back up.
She didn't mean to.
Yeah. You can see that goes against Deasia Merrill.
Coach Hill pleading his case over there. He thought she just ran into Merrill. But,
yeah.
Merrill obviously got the foul.
Inside to Robinson. They're going to call a foul on Patience Williams over the top.
That's a great job by Amari of using her body to protect the passing lane there.
Second foul on Williams. And they're going to substitute her out for the last 52 seconds here of the quarter.
That's the 5th foul of the quarter, Fred. So we'll be shooting 2 for this last 51.8 seconds.
Amari Robinson at the line. This is the first one off the back of the rim. Steps up to take that second. She's in double figures now with 10 in the opening quarter. 2-point Georgia State lead. Panthers drive it to the hoop. Outside with it is Addie. Three-point try is up, and it's missed on the outside by Terrell, and here comes Clemson. They will have to take a shot here before the end of the quarter. Valentine for three. Misses, and the rebound is taken by Phillip. And now Georgia State, they will hold for the last shot of the quarter. Amanda Butler calling for some more pressure on the basketball. Merrill will try the three-pointer. Didn't see that coming from her outside. Robinson, long heave at the buzzer, off the front of the rim. So Georgia State, double figures with 10 points in the opening quarter.
You know, Fred, mistakenly I said in the open she was second in the ACC in scoring. She's actually seventh in the ACC in scoring and second in field goal percentage. And with 4 for 5 tonight, that field goal percentage is going to go up.
She has been tough, and of course, she is incredibly busy. The grad student majoring in special education. She's a student teacher at Riverside Middle School. Before we go off the air, because it's amazing. You think you're busy. You have no idea what busy is until you see what Amari Robinson does on a daily basis. Second quarter underway. Three-point try by Georgia State. Misses her. It's a good offensive rebound, but it's going to be a miss by Bryan, and the Tigers are able to come away from it.
And Michaela Elmore with another rebound.
Harris dribbled into trouble. Was able to kick it back out. Clues has the outside, and it's back to Harris, so we'll get things going with 12 on the shot clock. Now she drives to the basket, lost it going up. There's a whistle. They're going to call a foul against Georgia State, and I think that Cameron Ziak is going to disagree with the call, just judging by her reaction.
I think they could have taken their pick. There were two girls there that reached in, and
here's what Amari Robinson does. She wakes up at 4:15. She gets here to Littlejohn at 5, weight room, early morning practice. Then she goes to her job. I mean, I pulled a hamstring just reading this. That's just unbelievable.
You know, Fred, I might mention that's also a sacrifice by her teammates to get up and practice at 6 a.m. in the morning, just because education is what it's all about.
Great sacrifice by the other Tigers. Harris's free throw cuts the lead to 1 here. Got a nice job by Mattiot, who came in to get that deflection. It turns into a Tiger steal.
Good hands.
Three-point try from the outside, misses by Elmore. Clues got a hand on it as they are able to stop the outlet pass up court. Tigers struggling right now from 3. They're just 1 for 6 after that great shooting night when they went 11 for 18 9 days ago against the Blue Devils. Clemson, by the way, right now in sole possession of first place in the ACC after that win, 1-0. Three-point try is going to be missed outside by Georgia State. Terrell missed that one. Panthers get the rebound, and they're able to draw a foul. Maddie Clues is going to get whistled for it. Christina Bryan is going to go to the line. So Bryan steps in. This is the first one. Bryan has 6 points in this game. She leads Georgia State in scoring so far. She averages 2.3. Missed them both, and the rebound comes into the hands of Mattiot. Harris facing some pressure. They get it across the timeline. Just beyond the free throw line for Elmore, and she gets her 2. Michaela Elmore.
They were doubling down, trying to keep the ball out of the hands of Amari Robinson, and Michaela Elmore did a good job flashing to the high post, was wide open.
Elmore's got 4. Here come the Tigers again. Mattiot looks to pass, keeps it herself, and Mattiot gets her first 2. And Clemson has blown things up in their favor here, and it's going to bring out a timeout by Georgia State. 25-22 Tigers, just under 8 minutes.
USAA? Yeah.
Tigers have scored the first 5 points of the second quarter to go up on Georgia State 25-22. Panthers have missed all 3 of their shots. Big difference in this game right now is in the paint, Jim, where the Tigers have an 18-6 edge.
Yeah, no question. Georgia State's playing behind and allow them to get the ball down inside way too deep. But Clemson's done a good job getting it there, passing the ball away in the defense. This lead for Clemson here early in this quarter has come because of good defense. They've had good active hands, got a couple of deflections, and they've turned it into defense into offense.
Georgia State, 10 of their 21 shots have been from beyond the arc, and there's a turnover coming out of the timeout, and Michaela Elmore comes up with it. Here comes Harris and company.
Amari Robinson is just so savvy there against the press. She knew that she needed to step back behind the defense.
And that's why. Robinson for 3, give her 13. She was 3 for 3 from three-point range against Duke.
She was.
You called that before she got the ball to make that shot. Wow. 8 straight by the Tigers. They've made their last 3. In traffic, Bryan turns around. It's a big bucket for the Panthers.
We had a little drought here going into the second quarter, but that was big right there. Bryan, I'm really impressed with Bryan.
She has played well. She's got 8. Harris drives, but gets pushed, and they're going to call a foul. It's going to go against Crystal Henderson.
You know, Fred, we talked about Tollivert being their leading scorer in a preseason Sun Belt Conference all-conference player. Coach Hill talked about her during the pandemic in the state of Florida. She was actually player of the year in her division in Florida, and he said if it hadn't been for the pandemic, they might not have that player. She's that kind of talent. She might have been at a Power 5 program.
Clemson has the basketball. Whitehorn gets it to Ott. 7 on the shot clock. Rouch looking for help. Short jumper by Imani Freeman is missed, and the rebound is pulled out of there. The board by Alyssa Phillip.
Nice rebound by Phillips. Used her body very well to block out. There's a battle going on inside with Elmore and Bryan. I like it.
Bryan is feeling it again. She's got 8 points. Outside 3 is nailed. That's Maya Williams. 5 threes now in the game for Georgia State. And the Panthers are back within 1.
That's 2 for 2 for Williams from beyond the arc.
Rouch will drive and miss. Georgia State comes away with it. So now they've got a mini run going here. Henderson gets it up, misses. Offensive rebound comes back to Bryan. She can't make it, but she draws a foul.
Bryan looks like she's either exhausted or injured. I don't know what it is. When you see her go to the foul line, she bends over and grabs her ankles.
Yeah. In the first quarter, she limped off the floor after a missed free throw.
She's got that, I guess you call it a patellar band around the knee there, and I don't know if that's what the problem is or not, but she's having a game.
First free throw will not go. She's 2 for 4 at the line. She's also got 6 rebounds as she makes the second.
As you mentioned, she's limping off again.
I think she's just fine if the clock's running. She's out there on the floor running around.
That's right.
She's been really effective. 8 and 6. Tied again at 28. Clemson was threatening to open up a pretty good margin, but Georgia State has responded. Valentine gets it. Freeman from the free throw line. And it's a one-shot trip down the floor for the Tigers as Phillip comes away with it. Henderson has it outside, guarded by Whitehorn. Tolliver will drive, tries to get it over Robinson. And she was getting a little too much size there, and back away comes Clemson with it. Beautiful feed, but it's going to be a walk, excuse me. That's going to go against Whitehorn. Mackenzie Kramer coming back in for the Tigers. Maddie Ott will go out.
I believe that's only the second turnover for Clemson, Fred.
It is.
Which means a very good floor game.
2 for the Tigers, 5 so far for Georgia State.
Good box out, Amari Robinson.
Yep. Whitehorn got the board, but an assist on a rebound to Robinson. And taking it right away is Henderson. There's a steal. Beautiful trip up the floor. Henderson with the great feed to Williams, who got the bucket and draw the foul. Georgia State's come to play today. Foul's going to go against Valentine.
Yeah.
Whistled against her, I'll put it that way. Williams, 77% free throw shooter, gets the old school three-point play, and it's now 31-28 Georgia State.
They got a run going here.
Clemson has not scored in the last 3+ minutes. Valentine for a three-pointer. No good. Inyang tried to keep it alive, but bounced it to right to one of the Panthers, and here they come in transition again.
Nobody on the boards there for Clemson. Nobody on the O boards except for Inyang.
Beautiful feed inside, and there's the bucket for Deasia Merrill, 6'1" senior. Started her career at Kentucky, and Georgia State has now gone up by 5.
Give Tolliver the assist on that basket.
Inyang gets it back to Whitehorn. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Valentine will drive, kicks it out for a three-point try for Kramer. It's no good. And Tolliver pulls it out of there. Georgia State basketball up 5. Three-point try went deep down and in and out, but missed by Henderson. And now a foul is going to go against State as they tried to push it up the floor.
Good job on that rebound there, Inyang there.
Called on Williams on the contact with Valentine. A lot of substitutions now for Clemson. Harris and Robinson back in. Harris has the basketball. Kramer, he does a shot fake but misses the jumper. Tolliver another rebound. She's got 5.
She's only 5'7".
Robinson came into the passing lane there and knocked that one out of bounds. As more substitutions. Kaylee Addy comes in for Georgia State. In for Maya Williams. Short jumper off the out of bounds, and it goes. Tolliver gets the bucket. Her 4th point. A 7-point lead now with 2.5 to go before the break.
Step in there, you know.
Robinson draws the foul there, and Patience Williams looks like it's going to get whistled against her, and so that's going to send Robinson to the line.
I believe that's the second foul on Williams.
I think it's going to actually go against Merrill.
Okay.
So that'll put Robinson at the line. Makes the first one. Georgia State, after that free throw, that ended a 13-0 run. Robinson makes them both. She's got 14. Clemson back within 5, and they get almost a turnover, and that's going to turn into quick points. Great heads-up play by Tolliver. She pushed up to Williams, and Williams gets the quick 2.
Tolliver's pretty impressive, Fred.
Really is. You can see why Gene Hill's so happy to have her. Clemson gets at least one of those buckets back. Harris gets the 2.
That's the first field goal in over 5 minutes for Clemson.
37-32 Georgia State. And there's going to be a foul that's going to go against the Panthers. Going to whistle against Addy.
Great job by Day Harris right there, stepping into that driving lane.
There's another look. Harris got in front of her and got the call. 6 turnovers now for Georgia State. Tigers have missed 6 of their last 7 shots. Kramer's got time to get a 3. She got a chance to set up and knocks down her first 3-pointer of the contest.
That was a good extra pass right there by Amari Robinson. One of the little things that she doesn't always get credit for.
Clemson back within 2. From the free throw line, Tolliver to short. Clemson gets the board, and now it's tied up. Battle for it is pulled out there. Great hustle by Harris to come away with that loose ball. Robinson will bring it up, gets the knife feed inside, and Ino Inyang gets her bucket. And Clemson has come back to tie it.
Yeah, another assist. I'm sorry, Fred.
37 all. Robinson with 2 assists. There's a flip inside. They got a battle of the 11s, and it's going to be a whistle, and it's going to go Clemson's way. So there's 31 seconds left. A fresh 30-second shot clock, so Clemson can basically hold for the last shot. Georgia State looked like they were in a spot where they might easily, at the very least, have the halftime lead.
Right.
But Clemson has responded with 7 straight points. Harris kicks it to Robinson, who loses it for a moment. 8 seconds. They get it inside. Inyang! Inyang with the bucket. Henderson will push it up. She'll throw it up at the buzzer, and it's no good. Kayla Elmore gives it to Harris, and we're underway half number 2. Elmore, beautiful feed inside to Robinson, who draws the bucket and the foul. Great trip around the horn. Clues had the great assist inside.
That was a great job reversing the basketball after Day Harris came off the screen going to the left and then kicked it back on the pick and pop. And then actually 2 passes to get the ball to Robinson down low.
Robinson will try to finish off the 3-point play. She's 4 for 5 on the day. Gets it to go, and the Tigers now over the second and here in the opening seconds of the third quarter are on a 12-0 run and applying some pressure. Tolliver breaks it. They kick it back outside to Henderson. Henderson was terrific in the opening half. Gives it up to Tolliver. She'll try a 3-pointer and gets it. So you got an old school 3 and a 3 from beyond the arc, and it's still a 2-point game. Harris mid-range jumper misses and is pulled out there by Georgia State.
Harris came off that ball screen right there and was wide open, just missed that good look.
Bryan has it, gets double teamed, puts it on the floor, turn around, jumper, misses, and Clues gets the board. Clues will feed inside. Nice entry to Robinson. She draws the foul, but can't get the bucket.
She'd like to have that one back, Fred. I bet she's kicking herself for not making that basket and going to the free throw line.
Meanwhile, there's the 3 that you just saw that was hit by Tolliver. That's her first 3 of the game. So Robinson goes back to the line. Amari, the grad student, makes the first.
She'll make a living at that free throw line now. It's a difference in being a good free throw shooter and being a good free throw shooter and knowing how to get to the free throw line.
Yep. She checks both those boxes, makes them both. She's got 20 points now, and we're only a minute 10 into the third quarter. Clemson by 4.
There's the trap on the sideline.
Williams tries to dribble out of it. Watch, the ball goes out of bounds. Waits for the official to make the call, and Georgia State will keep it. 15 seconds still on the shot clock. Williams will inbound it. Here's Henderson, will drive, contact with Harris. Looks like the foul will go against Day. First foul on Harris. See a little bit of the contact there on Henderson. So Crystal Henderson goes to the line. First trip there today. Gets the first one.
Henderson's only 5'5", but she's quick as a hiccup, and I guarantee she's got a great explosive first step. And she's just a freshman. Her best basketball is ahead of her, I promise you.
She got him 2. She's in double figures, now up to 11, and State back within 2 at 44-42 and applying some pressure. Whitehorn dribbles through it, goes all the way to the bucket, tried to feed Elmore, but she couldn't hang on to it. The turnover gives it back to Henderson. Williams guarded by Clues.
Clemson in their zone defense here.
Henderson will pull it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Tullivert gets it back to Henderson. Henderson makes the shot fake, throws the 3 in there, and she pumps her fist because Georgia State goes back in front. Henderson's got 14. Elmore with the entry pass to Robinson. She's double teamed. She flips it out to Harris. Looking for help to Whitehorn. 9 on the shot clock. She tried to send it inside to Robinson, but the pass is just beyond her grasp. It's another Clemson turnover.
Now they've had 2 or 3 turnovers here in this early in this quarter.
Georgia State 7 for 14 from 3-point range. Henderson draws the foul on the contact with Harris.
Henderson all of a sudden has become a problem.
Yeah.
Clemson struggling to guard her. And that was nothing but one-on-one right there.
So Henderson goes back to the line. She's now 3 for 3. She's a 54% free throw shooter coming in. Henderson with the second. 4 for 4. It's now a 3-point Georgia State lead. They get the steal. Bryan from just the inside the free throw line. Doesn't connect, and Whitehorn gets the rebound. Nice feed up court, but it's then taken right away. Another steal by Tullivert. 3-point try, rattles in from outside by Maya Williams, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point Panthers lead. They've scored 10 straight. And another run, and Amanda Butler's seen enough. Clemson is in a battle, and right now they are down by 6 early in the third. Crystal Henderson has powered Georgia State in front of the Tigers by 6 here. 4 for 5 from 3-point range. He's got 10 points in the quarter.
And we're not halfway through it. We talked about runs, this being a game of runs so far. They have come out, I mean, you know, Clemson went up by 3 on a three-point play. Actually went up by 5 on a three-point play there.
Clemson's had 4 turnovers in the last 2:39.
Yeah.
That hasn't helped things. Robinson kicks it outside. Kramer for 3 and gets it. That's a huge bucket for the Tigers. Coming out of the timeout.
That helps things. Once again, that's an assist by Amari Robinson.
Mackenzie Kramer has 9. She is 3 for 4 from three-point range. Henderson has it.
High hands on those 2 guards on the closeouts now.
Corner jumper is made by Maya Williams just off the free throw line.
Coming off the screen by Bryan right there, and Clemson did not handle the on-ball screen very well at all.
Georgia State has had answers. Inyang, there was some contact with Bryan, and Bryan goes down as there was a whistle with Inyang on her shot attempt. Here's Kramer with another 3.
Good kick out by Amari. I believe we're going to look at this and see if it was a elbow to the nose there.
We're back with more in a moment.
Can't sleep.
We're back at Clemson. They've got a review going on by the officials over some contact between Inyang for the Tigers and Christina Bryan for Georgia State. Inyang had the basketball and her elbow caught Bryan in the face. Bryan actually went down before there was a whistle away, so this was an unobserved contact that they've been reviewing now for about 3 minutes. And we're going to give you a look right now. Watch Inyang's right elbow. Bryan was holding her eye, so after reviewing it, now the officials get together to talk about it. Georgia State right now leading Clemson 52-47 early here, or almost midway through the third quarter. Panthers have outscored the Tigers 15-8 so far. They've hit 4 of 6 in the quarter, including all 3 from three-point range. Here's another angle, kind of zoomed in for you a little bit. They maybe caught her right eye in the nose. Now they're going to call, looks like each coach. So Gene Hill will come down. There's Amanda Butler. My lip reading is not particularly good, Jim, so we'll have to wait for the official call.
Well, actually, Coach Hill's bald head kind of blocked me off.
There was no intentional foul on the play. We'll resume with 2 free throws to Clemson.
So Clemson will get 2 free throws. That was based on a call that came after Bryan went down. So there's Bryan having a seat back on the bench. And of course, she's been kind of a revelation for her team today with 9 points and 6 rebounds when she averages 2 and 2 coming in. So Inyang goes to the free throw line for the first time this season. Junior from St. Cloud, Florida.
And a big girl like that needs to be on that free throw line, making a living. She needs to be on that free throw line and become a good free throw shooter.
Well, she hasn't been on it since probably last March, but she looks like she remembers how to get there. She goes 1 for 2. So Henderson will bring it up. Her team up by 4. Williams kicks it back around to Henderson. Another three-point try, and that one misses everything on the outside. Maya Williams couldn't connect that time. For Williams, that is her first miss from three-point range after she had gone 3 for 3. So we've got another delay here.
Talking with a clock keeper.
There's Amari Robinson. Of course, she's having another superb game for Clemson. She's got 20 points.
I think they need to call her number about right now, Fred.
I think you're right. She got to 20 very quickly here in the third quarter, but has been silent since then. The game this is turning into one of the longest third quarters I can remember.
I'm telling you.
Had a very long review. Now going through things with the clock operator. Looked like it missed everything. As it stands right now, there's 5:32 left in our third quarter.
I have no idea what this is all about.
Both coaches are focusing at their teams. As a matter of fact, Gene Hill wants his entire group to come over during this break, and maybe that'll hurry things up, because as soon as all 5 Panthers got over to Gene Hill, the official turned around and said, "I'll get back on the floor." They were checking apparently to see if any time went off the clock after it went out of bounds on that miss, and now another whistle. And now our official, who was underneath the basket, has come almost nearly to the timeline. So they put 5:29 on the clock, and now they put 5 seconds back on to 5:34, and here we go. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little bit now. It's a 4-point Clemson deficit right now, as Georgia State has been tough from 3-point range and throughout this quarter. Robinson to Inyang from the left side of the free throw line. Robinson with the rebound, follows and gets it. Third rebound for Robinson, and she's now got 22 points.
That's the second offensive rebound. That resulted in second chance points.
From the free throw line, Phillip misses, and the rebound is pulled out of there by Harris, so Clemson can tie or maybe take the lead back. Harris drives on Henderson, kicks it backside. Amari Robinson for 3. Clemson in front. Amari Robinson now up to 25. Her season high is 29. A little bit louder right now in Littlejohn as the Tigers go back in the lead. Henderson facing good pressure from Harris. Tigers take it away. Harris comes away with a steal off the deflection. She'll drive all the way. It's short. There's Robinson following with a rebound and 2 more. You wanted Amari to start picking it up. I think she's picked it up.
The Amari Robinson show.
He's got 27. It's 55-52 Clemson.
Well, I said, excuse me, Fred, I said they should start going to Amari Robinson, but it's Amari Robinson starting to go after the ball. She's made it happen.
Dolivert misses. Clues gets it back as Clemson pushes it up the floor. Now Harris pulls it back out. Harris will drive all the way. There is Robinson when the loose ball is there, and Amari's got 29.
Holy smoly.
That ties her career high. And a timeout will be taken by Georgia State. Clemson is on a run. They've scored 10 straight to go up by 5. Robinson has been everywhere. There's just another rebound. I mean, we've seen her. She hit the 3, her second of the game, to take the lead, but she's so active around the basket as well.
I think that's 9, or maybe all 10 points in that run been Robinson.
I'm not sure I called anybody else's name. I think you're right. She's just been terrific. So she's 2 for 2 from 3-point range today. She was 3 for 3 against Duke, so keep going to her. Look at that smile. Just a terrific player, and Amari Robinson showing it today. She's got 29 points, and there's still 3:15 to go here in the third. 13-2 is the overall run by the Tigers. Robinson for 3.
Come out in their zone defense there.
Bryant came away with the rebound. After we saw Henderson finally miss. Nice kick out by Bryant to Bryant, but she can't get it to go, and Robinson clears it. Nia Valentine has the basketball. Gets it to Kramer. Kramer gets it to Elmore. She gets it to Robinson, but Amari has that one go out of her hands, and Henderson pushes it up quickly to Williams. Williams gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go against Clues. And that's going to break that run in a big way.
Yeah, Williams is pretty well put together, Fred. She's got a big, strong body, and she went in there and took the lick and didn't even phase her on that layup.
That gets her 18 points, and she's going to go to the line. Phillip goes out for Georgia State. Patience Williams comes in. Inyang comes back in for the Tigers, and Robinson will take a break. 2:22 left in the third. Williams to try to make it a 2-point game. She connects. Williams is the leading scorer for Georgia State. Now with 19, 57-55 Clemson. Inyang in the paint. Looks for help, kicks it out to Valentine. Clues before the three, a whistle on the contact inside, and the foul is going to go against the Tigers.
Valentine.
Her second foul. As she gets called for the charge, so now here comes Georgia State with a chance to tie or even go back in front again. Henderson for three. The rebound by Elmore. Valentine handling it to Elmore. 90 seconds left here in the third. Inyang can't get it over Bryan, and back comes Georgia State.
That's all right. They'll win with a shot like that. That's a great job of getting it back inside again.
Williams misses. They've missed a couple of threes here, and Elmore's pulled down both of those rebounds. Valentine drives, goes behind her back, lost the basketball. It's picked up by Williams. Williams working on Kramer, just bodies her in there. Can't get the shot to go, but Kramer's going to get the foul called on her.
That's Williams once again with a great dribble drive, big, strong drive to the basket, protecting the basketball.
Harris, Robinson, Ott all coming in for the Tigers. Valentine, Clues, and Inyang go out. So Williams will go to the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 on the day, has 19 points. Leading the way for Georgia State. Give her 20.
Tell you, Maddie Clues has been really quiet tonight, or this afternoon rather. She's really very, very active almost every game, but for some reason.
Tied again as Williams makes them both to get 21. Yeah, Clues is not taking a shot.
She's one of those players that make things happen usually, but not so far tonight. This afternoon.
Robinson gets free inside, can't get it to go, but she draws another foul, and so Amari's going to be headed back to the line. Foul's going to go against Tollivert. So that'll put Amari back on the line. Free throws up. That's her career high 30 points. Robinson will take the second. Gets them both. 31 points. She's 10 of 11 from the field and 9 for 10 from the line.
We talked earlier about good free throw shooters know how to get to that free throw line, and she's gotten there.
Williams for three. Misses. Elmore with another rebound, and the Tigers can take the final shot of the third. Elmore gives it up to Harris.
Good rebound in traffic by Michaela.
She's been really active on the boards. She's got 6 rebounds. It feels like more than that, Jim.
It does. She's the leading rebounder and does a good job.
Harris drives to the basket, gets too deep. It goes off the bottom. 5 seconds left. Pushing up the floor. Patience Williams catches it, but does not have time to get a shot off, and 3 quarters are in the book at Littlejohn Coliseum. We go to the fourth. Clemson and Georgia. Henderson has it now. There's Williams. She gets a 3-pointer off, but it misses that time, goes out of bounds. It was last touched by, it looked like Harris. So Georgia State will keep the basketball. I'll put 20 seconds on the shot clock. Henderson sends it out deep to Williams, who gives it up to Henderson. Henderson against Harris.
11 on the shot clock.
Bryan has it, will drive on Elmore, pushed her out of the way. Elmore went down, and Bryan turns around and gets the bucket, and we're tied again. Bryan now in double figures with 11.
Could easily have been a charge there with the elbow, but wasn't called.
Elmore has it. Back to Harris. Harris will drive. They're going to get her for the walk as she tried to spin around and couldn't give up the basketball, and it's going to be another turnover for the Tigers.
I just started to say how wide open that middle was, and it was. Harris obviously had the dribble drive there, but a little bit out of control.
13 turnovers now for Clemson. Williams open for 3. Actually missed. That one looked like it went off Williams' head, and it did. And that long rebound. Williams is now out of the game. So here comes Day Harris. Addy has come in. Robinson from the free throw line. Gets it to Elmore. Elmore kicks it back inside to Amari. Works against Patience Williams. It won't fall. Bryan kicks the rebound out, and Henderson picks it up and comes back in transition. Bryan needed a minute to get back. She's back down on her team's end of the floor. Bryan looking for help, just throws a shot up and it misses, but Bryan gets her own rebound and follows. That was a desperation situation that wound up working out really well for Georgia State.
Well, Amari Robinson's had a couple of desperation situations where the ball's falling in her hands as well. That wasn't a very good shot there, but
this is the loose ball, send it to her, so that's going to put Bryan back on the free throw line.
Yeah.
She makes the first.
So that case where hustling and coming up with 50-50 balls and just keeping it alive on the offensive end paid off.
Missed the second. Clues gets the rebound. Bryan's got 12 points, 9 rebounds. And as I mentioned a few times, she came in averaging 2 and 2. Clues kicks it back outside to Harris. 60-59 Georgia State. Harris will drive. Finally got the alley to get all the way to the bucket and gets it.
Big basket puts Clemson back in front by 1.
She's got 6. She's only 2 for 9 in the contest.
And 1 or 2 of those have been just like that, driving layups that didn't fall.
Henderson guarded by Ott. Patience Williams has it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Battle for the basketball after the missed shot, and it comes away by Maddie Ott for the Tigers. Harris drives again, gets the shot over Patience Williams. It missed, but they're going to call the block inside against Williams.
As well it should be.
Harris, I know, drives aggressively, but it looks like the last couple trips down the floor, she's finally had some openings.
Right. Need to take advantage of these free ones now. Going down the stretch.
So Harris steps to the free throw line, 72% free throw shooter on the season. This is the first. She's now 2 for 5 at the line. Makes the second. Clemson by 2. Kramer comes in, and Harris will go out after making that second free throw. Whitehorn is back in the game.
I guess Maddie Ott will be running the point for this basketball team.
State gets it across court. Tolivert had it for a moment. A scramble. Good hustle by Bryan just to save it. Henderson gets open for a 3 and drills it. Crystal Henderson. She's got 19, and Georgia State goes back up by 1. Whitehorn kicks it out. Robinson for 3. Are you kidding me?
Who else?
She's done it again. 3 for 3 in this game. 3 for 3 her last time out. She's got 34 points. She's blown by her career high. Tolivert couldn't get it past Inyang, and it's a rebound for Ott and the Tigers. Here comes Clemson up by 2. Whitehorn gets a chance to set her feet and shoot. Deep in and out, no good. And Georgia State clears it. Here comes Henderson. Henderson pulls up for the 3, gets it.
Oh my goodness.
What a contest we got going now. 6 threes now for Henderson.
That was from the Tiger Paw too.
6 for 8 for the freshman.
Good
Inside, Inyang. Bryant going to get called for the foul as the ball went out of bounds.
Good pass away from the defense right there by Mackenzie.
Georgia State is now 10 for 23 from three-point range as you take a look at that foul. Win against Bryan.
I'd like to see that Inyang, as big and strong as she is, go ahead and make that power layup. Finish it.
Her first free throw this time down is good. She's 2 for 3 on the day. Clemson back in front. Robinson will get a quick breather right here at the 5:18 mark as Clues comes back in the game. Henderson has it. She's checked by Kramer. Phillip has it. Three-pointer by Addy. And it looks like it's just raining threes now for Georgia State. Kaylee Addy. She's a 50% three-point shooter on the season, so it's not a shocker. Whitehorn will drive. Has the ball taken away from her by Henderson. Henderson dribbles past a couple of Tigers. Feeds it up court. Missed. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. 4:23 to go in regulation. Georgia State leading the Tigers by 2. Amari Robinson working on a career game for her. She's already got her career high with 34 and counting, and they need it because the rest of the Tigers have 1 point less.
Tell you, we talked earlier about how Georgia State forces turnovers. They average forcing 21 turnovers a game, and of course, Clemson has 13 now. They only had 3 in the first half.
69-67 Georgia State. Clemson with a big edge inside, 34-18 in the paint, but Georgia State has made 11 threes to 6 for the Tigers, and the Panthers lead by 2. Clues with the miss. She's still scoreless, and back comes the Panthers. Henderson has it. Nice steal by Robinson.
Good hands.
Man.
What else can she do?
Exactly. She's done it all today, and they need it. Inside 4 minutes to go. Robinson has it back to Harris. Harris with a drive, stops. Beautiful feed to Clues. Clues gets her first 2, but it was set up by Harris.
When you get that ball to the dotted line down there, when you get it to the ACC, good things are going to happen.
69 all. Addie drives, gives it up. 9 on the shot clock. Henderson open. Finally missed one, and it's pulled out of there by Harris. Harris kicks it up court, looking for Robinson. You know, Henderson is not tall by any stretch. She's 5'5", and somehow she was able to get a finger on that ball and break up the outlet.
Right. She's done it all today, too. She's
Really
done a great
has.
job.
25 points, 3 assists for Henderson. In-Yang has it at the top of the key. Gets it back to Kramer. Kramer gets the screen. Pulls up for the jump shot. It's short. Battle for the rebound. Clues tried to take it away, but it was taken by Maryland. Back comes Georgia State. Tie game, 69 all. Henderson guarded by Harris. Tolliver for 3. Misses. Pulled out by Harris. Big screen outside that Clues set up. There was contact on the outside, and they're going to call the foul against Georgia State, against Tolliver. She'll set that screen up, as you can see. There's the contact.
That was pretty good contact, too.
They both took it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Harris inbounds right in front of Amanda Butler. Gets it to Robinson. Harris feeds it inside. In-Yang turnaround, misses. Robinson rebound, gets the foul.
Boy, did she do a great job of pinning that defender underneath the basket where only she could get that backside rebound.
14 fouls now against Georgia State, but that one, a shooting foul, will put Robinson at the line.
I always say a good rebounder has basketball smarts. They realize that 70% of those rebounds come opposite where they're shooting from, and she's there with a great job of sealing on the inside.
Robinson gives Clemson the lead. She'll take the second with 2:06 left. Misses that one. And Georgia State pulls away with it. 35 for Robinson. 2 minutes in regulation. 70-69 Clemson. Henderson is guarded by Harris. Williams has it. 8 on the shot clock. Bryan will have to take it from the corner and gets it. That's actually Alyssa Phillip who gets the bucket. And it's now 71-7 Georgia State. Huge basket right there. Clemson will play it. 90 seconds left in regulation. In-Yang gets it to Kramer. Back to Harris. Harris pulls it outside. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Clues will drive, takes the shot, misses. The rebound is pulled out of there. And here comes Georgia State. Merrill had it, and she will walk it up and give it to Henderson. 1 minute to go. Georgia State by 1. Tullivert gets it to Merrill. Merrill working against Robinson. There's contact. Robinson goes down, but Merrill draws the foul. Robinson a little bit slow to get up. That's a couple big bodies in there. But that's going to put Deasia Merrill on the free throw line. Here it is again. Kind of pushed her way in. Used the wrist a little bit. 69% free throw shooter. Makes the first. 72-70. She'll get one more. Her first free throw of the day. Here's her second. Missed the second, but we had a whistle and a lane violation.
Lane violation by Eno Inyang there. A little too anxious.
So that puts Merrill back at the free throw line. Got a slight delay here. One of the officials talking to the scoring table. 47.2 seconds now on the clock. Merrill to make it a 3-point lead for Georgia State. And the lane violation proves costly. 3-point lead, Georgia State. Harris will drive, uses the glass, 73-72. And a quick timeout will be taken by Clemson with 37.8 seconds to go. Back.
USAA? Yeah. They have awesome rates on coverage for our car, home, and stuff. She has a lot of stuff.
Dad.
A lot of cool stuff, honey. But USAA also has banking, credit cards, and loans. Plus advice and other perks.
Only for emergencies.
Thanks, Mom.
And it's all in one spot. So we know she's all set because we've got USAA.
USAA, more than you might think, for the military community and their families.
37.8 seconds remaining. Georgia State basketball leading Clemson 73-72. Tigers have a couple of fouls to give. As you can see, they also have the possession arrow in their favor.
Yeah, that 2 fouls to give is going to be important here. If they don't get the big basket here, they're going to have to foul.
Georgia State led at Winthrop by 4 after 3 quarters on Thursday night. Saw the game get away from them. They're going to try to get out of South Carolina by taking one in the 4th quarter, but Clemson will apply full court pressure. They double team Merrill. Merrill in some trouble, and a timeout was taken by Georgia Southern. So they were able to bail her out. She was pinned right in front of the Clemson bench.
Right, and only 3 seconds ran off the clock, a little more than 3 seconds. Now she'll have to take it out on the side. Let's see if Clemson can get another quick trap like that.
Georgia State is in this spot because they've hit the 3. 11 for 26, that's 42%. They shot 30% for the season coming in. Crystal Henderson has made 7 of them, 7 of 10 overall. Williams is 3 of 6. I'll tell you what, if you're in this conference, you better start dealing with Crystal Henderson.
Absolutely. Sun Belt Conference, I don't know where they were picked in the preseason poll, but they're going to be, they shoot the, you know, when you shoot the basketball, you look good, Fred. When you shoot the basketball as well as they shot it today, you just look good overall. And but I've been impressed with the way they handle the basketball. They haven't turned it over. They haven't beaten themselves.
Henderson gets the inbound. She pushes it up the floor. She'll take it all the way to the basket, kicks it over to Merrill. Merrill gets the layup. And a timeout will be taken by Clemson. 26.8 seconds to go. They were aggressive. They're playing. They got nothing to lose. Must be their mentality.
Henderson, with her quickness and speed, straight ahead speed, she just blew right down the middle. Defender slipped off on her, and then obviously they found the wide open player for a power layup.
The answer to your question, by the way, Georgia State was picked to finish 13th in the Sun Belt in the preseason.
I would venture to wager that they're going to finish a little better than that, just judging on today's performance.
They have been terrific, so now we reset things again. 27 seconds left. Clemson has the ball, but they're now once again trailing by 3 at 75-72. Again, 9 days ago, Clemson had their first double-digit win over Duke in 23 years. Played probably as good a game as you've seen them play in years.
Right.
9 days off for finals. And I don't mention that to try to take anything away from Georgia State, because they have been extremely tough.
They've been efficient, very, very, very efficient offensively.
Harris will put it in play. Gets it to Robinson. Harris had it go off her. They're going to call the over and back. A crucial turnover for the Tigers. That's their 13th turnover, but it comes at a bad, bad time. Ott and Elmore come back in for Clemson. In-Yang and Kramer will go out. So now Georgia State has the basketball. They'll inbound it. Again, take a look. You can see Robinson was trying to make the exchange to Harris, and it went off Harris, and another timeout will be taken here. You get in these end game situations. I know you work on it so many situations in practice.
Yep. Yeah, you work on all of it in practice. You know, you want to be prepared for any situation, but obviously Clemson's got to commit a foul immediately, and hopefully they'll miss at least one of them. So, see, Clemson's got another foul to give. Anyway, it's got to be 2 quick fouls.
Here's what Clemson has ahead, by the way. So we'll be back here for a Tuesday afternoon game against Air Force, Friday an afternoon game heading into Christmas against ETSU. Then on the road, New Year's Eve against North Carolina before conference games with Florida State and at Georgia Tech. You can see all those games on ACC Network Extra, except for that Florida State game here. That'll be on ACC Network. So here's the job for Amanda Butler. They got to get the basketball back and somehow keep that as only a 3-point deficit.
You want to go for the steal. You want to try to get the steal, maybe trap, and then try to get the interception and the layup. But if you don't get the trap, you got to foul immediately.
Cameron Ziak will inbound it for Georgia State. She's covered by Elmore. There's a battle for the loose ball. It was brought in by Georgia State. Clemson had a chance. Ziak kind of just threw it up there to beat the clock.
And it was very close, too, to the 5-second count.
You saw the contact and the foul called, but Ziak will put it back into play again. 21.2 remaining. Ziak gets it to Henderson. Henderson gets fouled from behind by Harris, and that'll put Crystal at the free throw line. Henderson on the season is a 54% free throw. That's right, they've got another foul to give. My apology, not there yet. Whitehorn will come back in as Harris will go out. So Ziak will put it into play for a 3rd time. Whitehorn went for the steal, didn't get it. Gets called for the foul. Tollivert had the basketball and was fouled that time, and we will walk to the other end of the floor. This will put Tolliver on the free throw line. She is an 86% free throw shooter on the season. But this is her first trip to the line today. Harris and Kramer coming back in, along with Valentine for Clemson. Ott goes out, so does Whitehorn. And Clues will be the third Tiger to go off the floor. Tolliver has not had a great day season-wise. She's got 7 points, but she can make a big difference right here. Got the first one, and that's huge. It's now a 2-possession game.
Right. She's a pretty cool operator, Fred.
Second free throw up. Gets them both. Georgia State by 5. Harris has to push it up in a hurry. Drives all the way to the basket. Ball went out of bounds. Henderson had her hand on it, hoping to somehow get it to go their way, but they whistle against her. Actually, it was against Addie, forgive me.
Georgia State's got one timeout left, so they don't have to inbound the ball there. They can call timeout and get it at half court.
Ott and Whitehorn are going to come in. Ott's going to come in for Harris, who's at the free throw line. Whitehorn comes in for Valentine.
Actually, they don't have a timeout left. I just noticed on the board.
Harris's free throw, missed it. She'll get another one. Second free throw for Day Harris. Missed that one as well, and the rebound is pulled down by Georgia State, and they foul Henderson in the backcourt. A 5-point lead for Georgia State. They are going to the free throw line with 9.5 seconds to go. Georgia State 9.5 ticks away from a monster win on the road. Clemson leads the all-time series 5-2. Henderson's free throw, gets it. She's got 26.
Only a freshman, Fred.
Not anymore. Second free throw, missed it. Rebound is pulled down by Elmore, and a quick timeout is taken by Amanda Butler, but it's a 2-possession, 6-point lead with just 7.7 seconds remaining. Georgia State, if they can get out of here with a win, and it's looking very good at the moment, they go home Tuesday to face LaGrange. Then they're off until the 30th. They'll be at Troy, and then they get in the meat of the conference schedule with UL Monroe. Marshall is ahead, Texas State ahead. You can see all those games on ESPN+. But what a huge win this would be for Gene Hill, former assistant NC State, Georgia Tech, so he knows how to get to Littlejohn.
He's been here before, hasn't he?
And we talked to him before the game, and he was talking about a couple of those games that really got away. Thursday night at Winthrop, he had one against Elon and Bethune-Cookman. Those were games that got away from him, but you can forget all those very quickly here.
I guarantee you this will be one that they will remember because, and they certainly have earned this. It's not been like it's a fluke. They have played very, very well.
11 from 26 from three-point range, and their free throws have been outside. They've been 17 for 21 at the line. They've only got a 1-point edge of the line, but they just made the big three throws they've needed.
And, you know, they haven't beaten themselves. They've made 9 turnovers. My goal was to always have 12 turnovers or less in a game. And they certainly are, with 9 turnovers, have played very well.
Kramer for 3. It's short. Phillip pulls in the rebound. She'll try to dribble it up the floor, and she is going to dribble it out. And Georgia State comes into Littlejohn Coliseum and upsets the Clemson Tigers 78-72.